Well then, wasn't that a pleasant surprise? That one episode was better than the entirety of True Detective Season 2.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was great.
Yeah, that was good.
And I have no idea what's happening.
Me either. Well, that's not true. We know what's happening, but
we know what's happened.
Why.
We don't know what's happening. We know what's happened.
Yeah.
We know that science crew seems to have gone, seems to have gone missing. All at least 8 people. Entire facility gone. The only thing left there were 2 things. Well, besides all the equipment and shit, 2 things: a board, a dry erase board with the words "We are all dead." That's pretty fucking ominous. And a severed tongue, a bloodless severed tongue. So it looks old. It looks like it was cut, like someone had it. And that's all we got to go off of. That, and before they disappeared, some dude was having some weird seizures, and it was like, she's awake. And then there was some, like, zombie shit, maybe? Or demons? Or aliens. That woman's eyes glowed.
Yeah, that was weird.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So far, so good. One really good, scary episode.
Yeah.
Which is what True Detective needs to be scarier.
Yeah.
They started off with a season that was horror-esque, and then went to a season that had no horror elements whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but the whole point was it was... And this one's like, fuck it, all horror. This is a horror movie now. We're in a horror show.
It's not even, like, speculative about if it's supernatural or not. It is supernatural. Like,
Well, I would say there's still speculation, because we don't know. We don't know... Well, that woman found the... Okay, fuck it. Before we get there, if you haven't seen the episodes, watch it. Holy shit, the show is good.
Yeah.
From here on out, spoilers. So you had your chance. So yeah, I guess technically I would say some speculation because we don't know what's artistic liberty and what's not. But also, that woman followed a dead person to find the bodies. She followed a ghost. Maybe they're just schizophrenic. I don't know, but that would be real. That'd be one hell of a thing. That, and we had, was it a dream that Jodie Foster had? And then she woke up and found the teddy polar bear with the missing eye, and then an actual polar bear with a missing eye showed up.
I like this season so much.
And then they found 3 of the bodies
Oh yeah.
that were frozen, but up to their neck, and were in visible despair. They were screaming, eyes wide, mouths open. But when
they had their hands out.
But when you freeze, if you die of hypothermia, you usually fall asleep. So it's like dying of blood loss. If you're able to have emotion and distress or any kind of death, you die emotionless, unless it's something that happens very fast, very violent, and is able to freeze you in that moment, like with what happened with Pompeii.
Yeah.
These guys had it, but were actually frozen. So they had to have been flash frozen, or were being tortured, or terrified to death until their moment that they were frozen. Which is that's cold. That's some cold shit. But also, what did they see?
But we only found 3 of them so far.
Only 3, we think. I don't know.
Isn't there like 8 people missing so far?
I've been saying 8, but I don't know how many people there are. I know it's more than 3. It was a whole facility of people. And this may connect to another murder that was unsolved, where this poor Inuit woman was stabbed a bunch of times, had her tongue cut out, because for whatever reason, their tongue appeared at the crime scene.
Yeah. And then she was like kicked and beaten after she was dead.
Yeah,
Like
possible hate crime.
Yeah. And also, like, there's this one cop who keeps trying to solve her case, and then this other lady cop is like upset about it. Like, she's just like, leave it alone or whatever.
No, upset. They're trying to get them from hurting themselves is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they're stuck on a cold case. But also, I think it's more or less them trying to tell them to leave it alone, and them trying to tell themselves. Because they're the one that said, no, I'm not going to investigate it, and then went and investigated all this and stole files and shit.
Because somehow they're connected.
And then the symbol showed up.
Oh,
the killer symbol. I don't know how the fuck... Knowing what we know now, or at least this first episode, I know they've made some connections with
Yeah.
the symbols and stuff, but how the fuck does that tie into the cult? Because the cult, in the first season, there was nothing supernatural other than Matthew McConaughey having weird drug trips.
Yeah, I was about to say the birds flying in that circle thing.
That
The
was
symbol.
a hallucination.
Yeah.
That was remember?
Well, you don't know.
No, it was because he talked about it.
But what if it wasn't a hallucination?
But it was.
He thought it was hallucination.
No, Scarlett, it was.
Oh my goodness.
He wasn't alone when that shit happened. It was a hallucination. No, because he talked about tripping balls the entire time. So the question is like, but we know it wasn't a supernatural entity that was doing it. It was these weird inbred cult people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the cult is like a array of rich people, but the actually doing the killing is weird inbred dude.
Yeah.
But there was nothing supernatural. There was an element because you didn't know. I mean, we're dealing with the occult, so you obviously don't know when you're dealing with the occult until the end, and it's like, oh, it was just some killers. But why is that symbol? Because I've seen trailers where they show the symbol more.
Yeah.
So it was, we only saw one of those images in this episode, so it's gonna pop up more. Question is, why? And that's what's intriguing. I should have thought we were about to have a zombie True Detective, and I was a little excited because there was.
I wasn't. I was like, eh.
Yeah, but imagine the level of writing and acting stuff that goes along with at least the season 1 crew, and then have like a supernatural show with it, because obviously it's going that way.
Yeah.
I don't know about zombies, but something's going on. Also, it started on December 17th. Then they found everybody, or they didn't find everybody. They found out they were missing on the 20th. There were 3 days. Apparently, some weird shit happened on the 17th, because then we had that one guy, because they were talking about his sister, who was the one that had her tongue cut out.
Yeah.
And because they went to go talk to him, that the one officer did, and asked for some water, and he said, no, the water went bad about 3 days ago. Something happened on the 17th of December. Something that apparently is making the water go bad, making the animals go weird. Oh yeah, all them reindeer jumped off that mountain
Oh yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
It's aliens. There was a visible DVD of The Thing. It was next to the TV. I saw it. Also, I am not watching that movie. Well, that movie took place in Antarctica, not the Arctic Circle, but still, just inviting bad shit. Apparently, it's a tangent, but apparently in some of the research bases, they have a Thing night.
Oh,
Where
yeah, that's funny.
where they watch the Thing. I think they do it with multiple countries because the bases. I think some of them are close by because they're the only people they have. So like they invite people over.
That's funny.
Still, you watch that. Oh, it's fun. Oh, everything like that, and then like as the night goes on,
You realize you're there.
maybe this was such a great idea.
This
It's
is
like
that
watching.
movie.
It's like going on a plane and watching a movie where bad shit happens on a plane.
Yeah.
Just pop in
You
Final
look
Destination.
over to your coworker and you notice that there's something different about them, and
weird.
you're like,
Oh yeah, you know some of them people are fucking with each other too.
yeah,
like they're
they
acting
switched
weird.
the earrings or something, like in the movie.
Well, see,
Spoiler alert.
no, what you do. No,
Spoiler
Final
alert.
Destination is the one because that starts off with them going on a plane
That
and
movie,
it explodes.
That movie was horrible for my OCD as a kid because I was like, if I move this cup, it's gonna literally make me die. And I was like,
No, those movies got bad.
oh
But
yeah.
there's a concept in there where that I loved, which is they're pissing death off. Like death is
Yeah.
not necessarily a being, but it's a force, and the more they live, the angrier it gets. Like that's what's really fun.
Yeah.
I love. It's like it's killing these people because it's mad now. You cheated death and it's mad. That was an X-Files episode, by the way. They found that's where that Final Destination came from. It was an X-Files episode. They took it, made it a movie. But yeah, so this is like the only current series that we're watching. That's because we won't have another episode till next week,
I know.
and I'm so glad it's good. Cause I'm just really glad it's good.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of bad.
I was like,
True Detective 2 was bad. I hear season 3 is good, but I haven't watched it yet.
so relieving.
But this is really good and scary and horror, and
Yeah.
I'm curious to what it's all about. I'm gonna be a little disappointed if it turns out it's nothing,
Yeah.
it's not supernatural, because it's like, well, what the fuck? Why are reindeer running off mountains and shit and
Yeah.
ghosts?
So are we watching the True Detective Season 3? Are we watching...
We're probably going to watch Season 3 as well. The new episode of that doesn't come out till next week.
I know. Or Barbarian.
Oh, I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
Well,
we're doing a show about the episode we just watched.
Yeah, I know.
So that hot Inuit cop, though, getting it on and then making that dude come on her was a little weird. Because he said no, and then she, like, held him down. And I was like, whoa!
I was like, I'm not sure if this is consensual.
No, I don't know. But then he was like, what did he say? He's bro juice or something? It's like, you always come back for a little bit more of a bro batter or something like that. Get some of that brogurt. No, but still, that's not cool. You can't just make someone do that.
Yeah.
It's like really not cool.
Yeah,
he seemed okay with it until he told her not to call again, and then she stole his toothbrush.
Yeah.
It's weird. The show's good.
Yeah.
The show's really good. I really hope it doesn't fuck itself.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be really sad. But I don't know. It's got a good start. It's got a really good start. That's more than True Detective Season 2 had. True Detective did not have a good start.
Yeah.
Had an interesting end to that first episode, but that was about it, because that's when they found the dead body, and that's how the movie, the episode ended. But that was about it. Otherwise, I didn't give a shit. Yeah. But this one episode, better than all of Season 2.
Oh.
Better than all of Season 2. Jodie Foster's great, but also seems to have some mystery. I'm thinking, because she has a daughter that's Inuit, and I'm like, well, Jodie Foster sure as hell ain't Inuit. She's white as hell. She's like the whitest person in the show so far. But I'm thinking, because they mentioned drunk driving, and she was having some flashbacks.
Yeah, she kept getting triggered about something.
So I'm wondering if you think that might have been the song that was playing after the accident. Because if you get in an accident and your radio isn't broken, it just keeps playing. Whatever you're listening to is playing while they're getting you out of there. That would be triggering as fuck.
Yeah. There's some music that's triggering for me, so I kind of get it.
So they were listening to,
which is so... Side note, can I...
Sure, why not?
Talk about this just for a second? Because it's a real thing. Okay, so... I get triggered by certain music, and it's certain artists and certain songs. And it's because, like, my mom, whenever she would, or, like, my mother, she would, attack me and stuff, and she would do her crazy stuff that she was doing. She would put on certain playlist that she had, and she would blast this music, and it was so sensory overload. But then she would, like, scream in my face, she would hit me, blah, 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 whatever, right? So it's so triggering. And it's things, it's so embarrassing because I'm, like, triggered by Bruno Mars. And it's so embarrassing because every time...
Can't listen to Uptown Funk?
Yeah. Like, every time it's Adele, it's flipping, like, all these 2010s artists and stuff. Or, like, artists from that kind of time period, and it's so embarrassing. But every time I like flip and listen to like Bruno Mars, I get triggered and scared and shit because it's like,
uh-oh.
But that's like a real thing.
We're getting a weather alert.
Oh no.
That's not. You know what's another great thing about watching this show? Is we're currently in the middle of a fucking winter storm while watching something that takes place in North Alaska. I don't know. I've always loved stuff like that. You're in a condition that, like, the movie's in, so, like, it makes it that much...
immersive.
Yeah. Let's see. Winter storm. Why is there Is there a storm? I don't see no storm.
Isn't it supposed to snow?
I don't know. They say shit.
So...
One time they said it wasn't going to be that bad, and then we had a whole blizzard that almost killed us. Anyway,
But yeah, I hate it. I hate the fact that, like, I get triggered by music. And it's just, like, certain musicians or artists and, like, songs and stuff.
I have a question.
What?
This is about True Detective.
Okay.
How come they didn't have a better fluorescent light budget? Because them things started flickering immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this. Smartest cop I've ever seen in a show like this. Walks in there, turns on lights start flickering, and hears weird noises at the door, pulls gun.
Immediately, yeah.
Who fucks over there?
So smart.
I'm like, there you go. Didn't just go, that's interesting, I'm going to walk towards the weirdness. No, fuck that. And then, of course, there was somebody there. It was that other cop. But, like, immediately pulls gun and be like, I ain't walking down there. Fuck that. Them flickering lights and shit. And I got 8 missing people. And a fucking dry erase board that says, we are all dead.
Yeah, I went...
And then one weird kid making weird pictures.
Oh, yeah, the little kid. Well, that's because the grandmother told the little kid about the story, the folklore.
Which, bad grandmother. But also,
Nah.
you don't tell them violent details. And if you want to say, I don't know about Inuit culture, blah, 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 here's the thing. Let me bring it something to my culture. Okay? Something. Now, Inuits, by the way, Inuits can also be Christian, so, like, not saying they can't have this part of culture, but let's say something I know a lot about. Christianity. Jesus. You know what you tell a kid if they want about Jesus? If they're that young, you tell them, yeah, he died for sins like that, blah, blah, and it was real, real sad, but we're good now. You know, you tell them the story. You know what you don't do? Hey, kid, let's watch Passion of the Christ. See how traumatized you get by the end of it, just watching Jesus get the shit kicked out of him for 2.5 hours. And what has been called the most violent movie, at least mainstream movie, ever made. It's that bad.
I don't think I've watched it.
It's... If you don't want to, don't. It's...
I was raised Catholic.
It's a movie that's shocking how violent it is, but at the same time, it's like if you read the book, you shouldn't be that surprised. So, oh my God, because Jesus was whipped with, was like cat's tails or like 9 tails.
Cat of 9 tails.
They're whips, with a bunch of whips on them, and at the end, they have
the
metal.
Things, yeah.
And literally, when you get whipped with those, it pulls your back open.
They told us that in Catholic.
Yeah, they tell you that. You know what the movie does? It's watch it slow-mo. And then you're watching Jesus get his back ripped open. You're seeing, like, bone and shit. It's bad.
Yeah, Catholics
you
are masochists.
You don't. Well, the Catholic Church was very upset about
and
that movie.
sadomasochists.
To me, it didn't surprise me because I was like, hey, what did you think was happening to Jesus? But at the same time, I'm not going to show my 3-year-old this movie that is hardcore. I'm not going to tell them, like, there's scary shit in the Bible too. You don't tell them that because that can traumatize them. You wait till they're old enough to understand they don't have bad dreams. And you got to stay up all the fucking night with them. Well, but no, grandmother doesn't care. Hey, kid, let's learn about an Inuit legend with this scary finger lady cutting people's fingers off and shit.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool.
Well, back when I was in Catholic school, backstory, I was in a Catholic school in elementary school. They taught us about some crazy stuff in elementary school.
Let's not use the Catholics as a good.
No.
Like they teach you lots of bad things.
Yeah.
Like Catholicism, but that's
and then the fact that like there was hookers. We learned about hookers in 2nd grade, like in a school setting. I
don't think that's bad as long as you're not describing everything. Like there's a difference between telling stuff. Like this kid was drawing pictures of what was described, and it was very bloody and scary. And I don't care what your culture is. If I come home and my son is drawing demons and shit, we're gonna have a discussion, Grandma.
No, I'm gonna be taking my kid straight to a
psychologist. Because guess what? You're part-time. This is full-time. You don't get to be here when he's freaking the fuck out because weird finger ladies at the window. Some cultures do that. Like Mexicans will tell their children the most fucked up shit ever, and it traumatizes them their entire life.
Okay, side note. Also, this is not a trauma dump. This is just a funny story about my father, which is actually weird because all my stories involve him. From what I remember, is very traumatizing. But this one's really funny. So when we first moved to Missouri, we lived in this trailer house, and I had the very end room, and my bed was right up against the windows at the very end, right? And I was little, so I was like 2 or 3, maybe 4, and so I would sleep in my bed, right, whatever, and my father, he would do this thing. He had this witch mask that he would literally stand outside the window, and he would stand there, and he would stare at me all night. Not all night, but like just
okay, that went from funny to concerning real fast.
Like he would stand there and stare at me, and so I would get scared, so I would sleep on the floor, and because I was too scared to tell my mom, and then eventually
your dad's just a demon.
Yeah, eventually I told my mom because I was like, I thought it was the neighborhood kids just being mean to me. Apparently it was my father the whole damn time. No, I went to go get her, and she was like, "Oh, okay, we'll just sleep on the floor then." And I was like,
The loving parent you got there, Scarlett.
and so he would do that. He would jump up, hit the windows. It was so scary. Like, literally. And it was just the scariest thing ever. And I'm like, so I kind of get where the grandma's coming from. It's
kind of get where so you can kind of get where the other crazy person comes from. Certain cultures are like that. Like I was saying, Mexicans are like that too. They'll tell their kids the most fucked up shit, and not thinking it will. And I think it's. You'd think one of those, like somewhere in that line, someone would understand. Hey, I have lived with this fear of water my entire life because of fucking La Llorona and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't tell my kids that. Or the weird owl monsters. My ex-wife's, her dad hates owls. Now, this is a thing in a lot of other cultures, native cultures as well.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I believe where her dad's fear comes from, where owls are terrifying. They don't like looking at them. They don't like their eyes. Apparently, something about death. I don't remember if they're like...
Aren't they supposed to be omens?
I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're just omens or if they're death spirits, something like that. They don't like owls. Probably because they're creepy bastards who talk to you at night. That's what I would think. Because
they don't talk. They just hoo.
Imagine you're in the middle of the forest and there's no one around. You hear someone in your ear go "who." That would be terrifying as shit.
I turn around and be like, "Who? What?"
And then you turn around and it flaps around. It's a bird that's like 6 feet wide.
Yeah.
Owls are huge when they fly.
When I lived in Carrollton, there were a lot of owls, so I'm kind of whatever.
Well, her daddy hated owls, and there was this particular owl demon he always talked about, and it was really funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really scared of owls unless they're trying to get me. But
I'm scared of them. They're freaky.
No, they're kind of freaky.
They turn their heads.
They're big birds. But I always just thought it was funny because, like, if you would be driving or something and something would fly over like a bird, freak out. Like, I don't know. I just thought it's just like, it's an owl.
Well, okay, so the
eagle will fuck you up.
The legend he's talking about in this show is a Inuit legend about a woman who had her fingers cut off. Her father cut her fingers off. I can't remember the full story, but that's basically the story. That's the gist of the story. And
great story. What's the lesson? Don't make Dad mad.
Remember.
What's the...
No, I actually remember watching this on an SCP
Shouldn't have got
web
in front
show.
of the TV.
And I'm like, I didn't know it was an actual Inuit legend. I thought it was just part of the show, but apparently...
Well, what's the little girl do?
Huh?
If it's an SCP thing, usually the monster does something. So what's the fingerless person do?
No, I can't remember what it was about.
That's almost worse than knowing. Because now there's just this finger girl walking around, fingerless.
She's a woman.
Oh, they grew up now.
Yeah.
Still bleeding, though. So that's good to know.
No, she's not bleeding. She just doesn't have fingers.
The picture
Which
had
is really
blood.
sad. Apparently, I think... I can't remember what the actual, like, not the point of the legend, but, like, every legend has kind of a lesson type of thing.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they just
or a
fucking
moral
scary.
Or something. Yeah, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Sometimes those legends are just fuck them kids, and that's it. Like that's it. Sometimes it's people took scary stories at a campfire. Was that you?
Yeah. That was me.
Thank God. I heard it echoed, and it sounded like it was coming from the door.
Oh no.
There was a weird noise. It was Scarlett making weird noises. I thought something was trying to get in because it was cold, which can happen.
Yeah.
It's Frank.
I don't know.
Coyote.
Well, earlier I was kind of joking around. I was like wiggling my fingers because you were getting all spooked and stuff about
Yeah, with your stupid witch fingers.
And now I feel bad. I'm like, oh no, that's an actual Inuit folklore. Oh no. But like some stories about stuff like that is just.
Sometimes it's people trying too hard at the campfire and they didn't know when to stop.
No, it's an actual folklore. It's just I just don't remember.
I'm saying sometimes those stories don't have a reason. Sometimes that's it. Why and what and how do we not get our fingers cut off? Don't know. And they're like, what do you mean?
The native ones, the ones that I do know, do spook me.
All native shit is spooky, mainly because it's being translated into a language that's unfriendly.
What is it? The Appalachian Trail, whatever it's called.
just sit it.
Okay, yeah. That
It's
one has a lot
Appalachia.
of...
It's the mountains.
That one has a lot of folklores that are spooky and stuff, but I want to live there. Like, because...
Yeah, they got the Mothman.
Yeah, they got the Mothman, they got the Dog Man, they've got...
The Dog Man?
Yeah, look it up, they got the Dog Man, he's all over TikTok.
That's just a dude.
No, he's a dog man.
That's a werewolf.
No, he's different from a werewolf. He's a dog man.
Why is your voice like this? Hey, Dog Man! Hey, different werewolf! Hey, Dog Man!
Because I'm excited! It's a dog man!
I like Hey, Dog Man!
It's
That's
my
a werewolf.
accent! It's my accent. I'm ready to go to the Appalachian Trail.
I don't know if I want to go to Appalachia right now. But like,
is it cold there?
yes, it's cold! It's the fucking mountain, Scarlett. Name a hot mountain.
I don't know. Hawaii?
That's a volcano.
The
and
staircase
that's
to
different.
heaven is hot.
That's also a volcano.
Also, which is really haunted. Apparently, I've been on it when I was younger. I don't remember it because I was like 2 or 3.
That explains all your problems.
But apparently, it's really haunted by soldiers that were there. Cause
By
it's like a radio.
soldiers?
Yeah. Well, it used to be like a radio tower and stuff, and soldiers would fall off of the mountain, and so it's haunted. And there'd be guards.
I would not be afraid
There,
of a ghost that just fell off.
well, there's like guards or like that used or
Would
that
you go
were
do a trip
soldiers.
again? Like,
And they're ghosts, and they apparently walk around and stuff, which is interesting.
ain't no fucking ghost.
I don't know.
Anyway. So, you liked the episode?
Yeah,
You ready for next week?
yeah,
Me too. That episode was good.
yeah. It was really good.
I'm afraid whatever we watch next isn't going to be as good.
Yeah, I know.
That was a real. I wasn't expecting it to be that. I was expecting more of a slow burn, but instead it's like,
We
yeah,
were
I want to
thrown
watch
right into
I want
it.
to watch the fuck out of that show.
It was weird.
Matthew's gonna show up though.
I hope so. God.
He's gonna show up. I know it. Because he was in Alaska. Because that was part of his backstory. Is he went to Alaska and whatever. Apparently they're drinking North Star in Alaska too. I mean Lone Star in Alaska too.
Yeah.
Because that's what they found. That one dude left a bowl of popcorn in his beer.
Yeah.
The Lone Star.
I mean, I hope he shows up because he's hot.
That would be insane. Like they both him and Woody show up.
Yeah, in their Texas attire.
It's like you don't know what you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're using Inuit stuff though. 'Cause
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
times stories like this that are just white people fucking around in Alaska. And it's like there's tribes and shit there.
Yeah.
But now it's scary supernatural shit with the tribes, and that's that. Wait a minute. Are we gonna get walkers in this show?
Oh my
Because
goodness.
that would.
Well, that woman's eyes was glowing.
Yeah, but she's not. No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's not her. That was weird. I think that might have just been a weird editing thing.
Yeah.
But that looked like her eyes were like her whole eye was silver for like a frame, like you know how you see sometimes aliens. What if it's aliens? That's the thing about the Arctic stuff. Even though we're in the wrong place,
Yeah.
this thing was down in Antarctica, down south. But like, it could be aliens, could be ghosts. Like I'm pretty sure, at least from what they've shown us, that it's not standard. Even if it is just a regular killer. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
what made them people go out and could be zombies, something in the water.
Yeah.
Vampires, because
Ooh.
we're during the 30 days of night right now. Could be vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Could be vampires. That would be something else.
That would be interesting.
But why did that one girl get the shit kicked out of her and killed and had her tongue? Like, I wonder how that's going to connect. Unless one of the people that's been missing did it to her. Because they said she was wearing a parka that had the patch torn off.
Yeah.
So she knew someone there. But they killed her for trying to tell people. What makes me think of that? Because they cut her tongue out.
Yeah.
You don't usually just do that randomly.
Yeah.
That's a message for snitches and rats. But like, what? Oh, she was protesting against the mine. It's probably miners that did it. Because she wanted to get it shut down.
Oh.
That's actually a pretty good explanation. Her death doesn't seem supernatural.
Yeah.
The weird dudes who went and just disappeared one day, and now we found them all like I bet it's gonna be a little Lovecraftian.
Oh, might be.
I'm getting a Lovecraft feel.
Ah.
I mean, we're in the Arctic in some weird shit. Lovecraft. There was some racist stuff too. It's Lovecraft.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we know about Cthulhu is he is not a fan of the other races being together.
Apparently.
H.P. Lovecraft was racist even for his time.
Yeah.
Yeah, look that up. Even other racists didn't like him because he was too racist. Like the Klan was like, you need to back up, dude. You need to settle down. but I'm wondering, because I don't know if we're in a resurgence, if we're on the downtrend, but there's every now and then you get the bubbles or the spikes. People want more Cthulhu shit.
Yeah.
And I think we're kind of on the precipice of that because we got a bunch of video games and stuff prior, and then of course there was Lovecraft Country, which I still got to watch, and other stuff like that.
Watch it too.
And then it seems like there's been a bit of a lull, so it might be going back up because it's still largely unexplored. His idea, and it doesn't have to directly tie back to him. It can just be some spooky shit in the woods, alien or not. We don't know. But whatever it is, I'm very excited. I will be disappointed if it's just people.
Yeah.
Mainly because it'll show that we can't trust what we see, or what they've shown us, and that what they've shown us could have been a lie. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Unless it's, let me phrase that, unless it's character perspective, because that's different, because you're seeing in their head. But we're shown multiple points of view and stuff like that, and a ghost led this woman, a ghost using his interpretive dance, because that was a weird scene, led this woman to the bodies, or some of the bodies. So that happened. We can't default that. That was a thing they're ghosts. A very cold ghost out there, not wearing shoes for some reason. Apparently they don't have them in Ghost World. But I don't know. This is the most interested in True Detective I've been in a long time. We've talked more about this singular episode than we talked any of the single episodes of the first season.
Yeah.
And we really loved the first season. That's why after the first episode we did it in batches, because I was like, it needs to tell us more. Sure Cell didn't have anything to talk about the second season. The most interesting thing was about that dude being homophobic to himself and no one else caring. Such a weird character. Anyway, I feel we're gonna I feel if we'd watched season 3 before, we'd have been cause from what I've heard, it's great, but we'd have been yeah, it's really good. Now I feel we're gonna go back and watch season 1 and season 3 and be this sucks. This ain't nothing like Night Country.
Maybe.
It's a good show though. It's good. Well, it's a good episode.
Yeah.
We got time to fuck up.
Yeah.
Never put it past a series to completely kill itself.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a real good first episode. I mean, we're going to have a real good second episode. I hope we do. I hope it doesn't blow its load early like Last of Us did. You haven't seen it, but Last of Us did something incredible, which was it changed 2 characters in the video game and gave them an entire episode in one of the greatest episodes of television I've ever seen. The problem was it was a 10-episode show, and this was episode 3. The highest point of the show was its 3rd episode, and after that, I couldn't give a shit. After that, it was okay. But if you took that 1 episode out, I'm sure that show was fantastic, but since you hit such a high so early, it never caught itself again. It never caught itself again, and I already knew the story because I played the game, so I was like, none of this is new, they didn't do anything, I didn't care. But that 3rd episode, God, Bill's episode, he just won the Emmy and stuff for that. We gotta watch, we're gonna watch The Last of Us just for that, but I don't know if I want to play the game first. I'd have to get a hold of it to play it with you. I love that game. This would be the 3rd or 4th time I played it.
We're playing the Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that once we get more into it. We're getting more heavily into the story now.
Yeah.
Because the way those types of games work, at least Rockstar, is they have a real long tutorial section. So like the first act is teaching you how to play it, so they don't give you a whole lot to chew on first.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get into story, like some shit's gonna happen. But, and then when that happens, and it's ending, which I can't wait for you to find, we're gonna see, we'll do a little show and stuff of that.
My phone keeps listening to me, or listening to our
Scary.
conversations. So my TikTok picks up on it, and it's like showing me Red Dead Redemption 2 edits. I
hate that technology's real.
Yeah.
Except for Instagram, because Instagram's algorithm is legit and will show you stuff that you actually want.
Sometimes.
Instagram, when it shows you stuff to buy, it's like stuff that you never even thought there was a thing for. And it's like, hey, you want to buy? I've yet to buy anything, because they always get me at a time I'm poor. But they show me some really cool shit. I'm like, I really want that.
Well, mine does this thing occasionally where my For You page will be exactly how I want it to be. And then it's like, I refresh, and it's nothing but like just nature photos.
It's better than YouTube algorithm, which will just try to show you white supremacy shit, no matter what you watch. And then when you finally get away with it, you'll look up a gun video. You look up one gun video, and all of a sudden it thinks you're right wing. And I'm like, I'm just looking at one gun. But that's neither here nor there. True Detective, Night Country, 5 out of 5.
Also, I think my Pinterest is hacked, which is wild.
Weird. No one cares about Pinterest. Why would they hack it?
I care about Pinterest.
Anyway.
It's probably my stalker, to be honest.
I hate that that's a thing that's real. Anyway. True Detective, Night Country.
It's so
Season
good.
1, thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for number 2?
Yes.
Why'd you say it like that?
I thought you meant season 3. I was like...
No, season 2.
Okay.
I mean, fuck! Fuck it, whatever. The next episode, we'll be back.